Welcome to my channel French Pulse. Let's enjoy learning French. Today we are going to learn how to change from indirect speech to direct speech in all the different kinds of sentences that we learned. So first we start with phrase declarative. So main clause plus drop que plus subordinate clause. Let's start with an example so I can go back to tell you the rules. So when you see a sentence like this, we are first going to spot the linking word or identify the linking word. So, il dit qu'il fait son devoir, we have identified the linking word as que. So, I know when we were changing from direct to indirect in phrase declarative, we added que. So, now what do? Write out the main clause, drop the que and write the subordinate clause. Put colon, we've put colon, insert inverted commas, change the subject, pronoun and verb accordingly. So it says, the example here says, il dit qu'il fait son devoir. He says that he's doing his homework. He says, I am doing my homework. So I change the subject, pronoun and the corresponding verb, change possessive adjective, direct object, indirect object if it's there in the sentence according to English translation. So my homework. So the answer is, il dit, colon, quote, je fais mon devoir. So what do? We spot or identify the linking word to help us know what or how to change it. Let's look at the other sentences. Let's learn how to change imperative sentences from indirect to direct speech. So, phrase imperative, write out, let's take the example first. Ma sœur me dit de me coucher tôt. What does my sister tell me? To lie down early. What's my linking word? Identify the linking word. It is the. So, the plus me coucher is infinitive form. So, write out the main clause. Ma sœur me dit. Put colon. Insert the inverted commas and drop the plus infinitive. The plus infinitive will change to imperative. And change if there is a possessive adjective, direct object, indirect object will change according to the English meaning. So what was it? The meaning here, my sister tells me to lie down early. My sister tells me, lie down early. You lie down early. So couche-toi tôt. So spot the linking word or identify the linking word. Once you see the plus infinitive, you know that it has to change to imperative. Let's see how to change phrase imperative, which is a negative, from indirect to direct. So let's take an example. Marc me dit de ne pas l'appeler. Alright, what does Mark tell me? Do not call him. Not to call him. So I've identified or spot the linking word as the, ne pas is there. It will change to write the main clause, Marc me dit. Put the colon. Put inverted commas. Drop the plus ne pas plus infinitive. Drop the plus ne pas plus infinitive. Change it to ne plus imperative pas. Alright? And change, of course, if the sentence has a possessive adjective, it has a direct, indirect object, it changes according to the English translation. So, what does Mark tell me? Do not, ne m'appelle pas, don't call me. So we put here m'appelle, L apostrophe becomes M apostrophe. Look at the main clause. So identify first of all or spot the linking word, write out the main clause, put a colon, put the quote, change the plus ne pas plus infinitive to ne plus imperative plus pas. And here we have the pronoun changing according to the meaning. Phrase interrogative can be of three types. Phrase interrogative simple, for our convenience, we named it type A. Then we had les adverbes interrogative type B and then le pronom interrogative type C. Let's see how to change type A, that is phrase interrogative simple. So let's start with example. Ma mère lui demande s'il a fait son devoir. My mother asked him if he has done his homework. Spot or identify the linking word s'il. So when I see that, I know it is phrase interrogative simple. So I need to change it back. Write the main clause. Ma mère lui demande. Put colon, insert the inverted commas. Drop C and write est-ce or inversion of the subject with verb. And of course change possessive adjective accordingly, direct indirect object according to the English translation. So what does my mother asks him if he has done his homework? My mother asks him, have you done your homework? So if I do it as inversion, as-tu fait ton devoir? Or est-ce que tu as fait ton devoir? So the main thing when we're changing from indirect to direct, spot or identify the linking word. That gives us a clue as to what to change it to. Let's see how to change phrase interrogative from indirect to direct. So let's take an example. La mère lui demande où il va après son cours. What does the mother ask him? Where he is going. The mother asks him where he is going after his class. So I said the rule is spot or identify the linking word. What's the linking word? Où. Then what do we write? Write out the main clause. My rule says write the main clause. La mère lui demande. Put colon. Put the code. Write the interrogative adverb où plus the subordinate clause according to the English translation. So either où vas-tu après ton cours? So the mother asks him, where are you going after your class? So we are changing, possessive adjective also changes to ton cours. If I want to use est-ce que, où est-ce que tu vas après ton cours? So la mère lui demande, où vas-tu après ton cours? Or la mère lui demande, où est-ce que tu vas après ton cours? Let us see how to change phrase interrogative, that is le pronom interrogative type C, the first kind, that is qui est qui. Now from indirect to direct, how do we identify? Let's take the sentence first in indirect speech. Elle demande qui entre dans la classe. Spot the linking word. Identify the linking word qui. So what do I do? Write out the main clause. What does she ask? She asks who's entering in the class. She asks who's entering in the class. So write out the main clause, put colon, put the quotes. Write out the same interrogative pronoun followed by the verb as it is given in the sentence. So, qui entre dans la classe, or elle demande qui est qui entre dans la classe. Remember when we were changing from direct to indirect, qui est qui plus verb, we were changing to qui plus verb. So, remember qui est qui or qui will always be followed by verb in third person singular in both direct and indirect speech. Let's look at how to change this sentence from indirect to direct. So, il me demande qui je rencontre le soir. Spot or identify the linking word. What is it? Qui. So, il me demande qui plus subject pronoun plus verb will change to qui est-ce que tu rencontres le soir or qui rencontres-tu le soir. What is this? Qui plus inversion. That's a short form. So what does it mean? Il me demande whom are you meeting in the evening? Il me demande whom you are meeting in the evening or whom you are meeting in the evening. So qui est-ce que, which means whom, the subject, the sentence construction would be qui est-ce que plus subject pronoun plus verb. Qui est-ce que plus subject pronoun plus verb, or in the short form it will be qui plus inversion. Qui rencontres-tu. So what were the steps? Write out the main clause, put the colon. Insert the inverted commas. Write the interrogative pronoun which is in the sentence. Change the verb according to the subject pronoun, and of course possessive adjective will change if it is there, direct, indirect speech also. What happens when we have ce qui in the sentence? So let's read the sentence first. Tu demandes ce qui est dans la trousse. What are you asking? What is in the pouch? So identify the linking word or spot the linking word ce qui. We know ce qui changes to qu'est-ce qui. So write out the main clause, tu demandes. Put colon, insert the inverted commas, change ce qui to qu'est-ce qui. So qu'est-ce qui est dans la trousse. In case there's possessive adjective, direct, indirect, you have to change according to the English translation. When we have ce que in the sentence in indirect speech, we know that ce que will change to qu'est-ce que. So let's read the sentence first. Il me demande ce que je regarde à la télé. What does he ask me? What I am watching in TV. So he asks me, what are my steps? Write out the main clause, put the colon, insert the inverted commas, change ce que to qu'est-ce que, and change the and also change the verb accordingly. Qu'est-ce que plus subject plus verb. So qu'est-ce que tu regardes à la télé? If you are using short form, verb has to be in inversion. So il me demande que regardes-tu à la télé? So il me demande, he asks me, what are you watching in TV? Or he asks me, what you are watching in TV. You must remember this table when you are changing from direct to indirect or indirect to direct. It will make it easier. Qui est-ce qui or qui, which means who. In the short form, there is no inversion, qui. It changes to qui plus verb. So when we say qui plus verb in the indirect speech, we know that we have to change it to qui est qui or qui plus verb with no inversion. When we have qui est que, when it means whom, qui with inversion, in the indirect speech it changes to qui plus subject plus verb. So when we see this in the indirect speech, qui plus subject plus verb, we know it will change to qui est que or qui with inversion when it means whom. Qu'est-ce qui means what, it will change to ce qui. So when we identify this is the linking word ce qui, we know it's going to change to qu'est-ce qui. And when qu'est-ce que, which means what, will change to ce que. So when we see ce que, that's my linking word. When we identify that or spot it as the linking word, then it will change to qu'est-ce que. I hope you have understood how to change from indirect to direct speech. Click the link in the description box for exercises on the same. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Au revoir et à bientôt.